Hi, I am Engineer Ahmed speaking, instrumentation and automation specialist. So I have nearly 20 years of industry experience and nearly 10 years of teaching experience. So I am taking different classes for you. Today my topic is control valve actuators. So control valve is a main element which controls the flow through the pipeline. So control valve sizing and selection we will treat it separately in a separate lecture. So today's topic is control valve actuators, which will operate the control valve. So it can be called operator or actuator. So there are three types of actuators, mainly pneumatic, electric and hydraulic. So we will see the differences and similarities between these three types of actuators. So depending on the application and requirements of the project, we will select a suitable actuator. So pneumatic actuator. So pneumatics means what? It's a air pressure, we can say. There are pneumatics are a separate topic by itself, but here our pneumatic actuator means operated with air pressure, compressed air. We will use it to operate this actuator. So electric means you have to give the electric power, maybe a single phase or three phase. So hydraulic means operated with hydraulic pressure, that is oil pressure maybe. So there is a separate hydraulic oil unit, so which will operate this control valve. So first, pneumatic actuators. So this is used for modulating service. What is modulation? So in a control loop there is a pressure transmitter, controller, control valve. So it is a control loop. So it has to work automatically. This is a automatic control loop. You can call it a feedback control loop or closed loop. So whatever you call this. So we are having a control valve to modulate the flow through the pipeline. So this is modulating service. So as per the command from the controller, so it will take whatever command it gives, maybe 20%, 30%, 40%, 48%. So whatever command controller gives, the actuator will operate the valve. Means it opens 48 percentage wise and stays there. So this is a requirement for closed loop control. So this is very important application. So this is mainly for the instrument engineers to deal with this type of control valves. So there is a electric actuators also, but these are all for on-off applications, means full open, full close. It will not take any middle position. Hydraulic actuators also mainly for the on application or off application, that is again full open or full close application. So these are all for the isolation purposes. So in a pipeline or in a cross-country pipelines, especially in oil and gas, so there is hundreds of kilometers of cross-country pipelines are there. You need many isolation valves in between to isolate in case of emergencies, leakages or some other problems. Another advantage of pneumatic is a fast response. So when controller gives sudden change from 20 to 30%, so immediately within a fraction of a second, valve opens or closes as per the command from the controller. So whereas electric is a slow operation, because electric means you are using a motor for the operating the valve. Motor means rotation is involved. So you need a gearbox again in between. So there is a delay in the transmission of movement. So it will take few minutes also sometimes to operate the valve from one position to the another position. from open to the from close operation depending on the valve size. Hydraulic is also, as we discussed, open or close application. It is also slow operation. Why slow operation? Because the size of the valves are very big, so you are not supposed to operate very quickly, so it will damage the valve sealing and other things. So you need to operate slowly, so it may take few minutes also. So then normal valve sizes for the pneumatic actuators are from 2 inch to 8 inch. So electric are normally 6 inch to 20 inch. Hydraulic are very big size like 2 inch to 60 inch, 20 inches to 60 inches. That is nearly very big size valves. You can walk through it. So these are for the mainly condenser cooling systems or cross country pipelines. So you use this type of valves. So this pneumatic actuator is for the mainly globe type of valve. Globe means so inside there is a globe like moving element which is going up and down. It is a sliding stem called sliding stem type. So it is called globe type of valves. So mostly pneumatic actuators are globe type of valves, and electric are for ball types, and but hydraulic are very big size, that is a butterfly valve. So there is a disc inside which will be rotating 90 degrees to fully open or fully close. So this is a type of valve, again as we discussed, sliding stem type, means sliding up and down, sliding type. So electric means rotary type. There is a rotation of a ball like structure inside the control valve. So electric actuator mainly operates this ball like structure from 90 degrees one position to the other position. Similarly, hydraulic are also rotary type. There is a disc inside the butterfly valve, so that disc will be rotated 90 degrees from open position to the closed position. Then the requirement of the power elements. So we did a air compressor for the pneumatics. As I told you, pneumatics means air pressure. So how we are getting the air pressure? By using a air compressor system. So in a plant we will have a air compressor house. So in that we will have many compressors. They are all feeding the air in a header. It is called a pneumatic header. Through that header it is supplied to all the pneumatic instruments, pneumatic actuators also. So electric means you need electric power. Through MCC you will get a 3-phase power to the actuator. Hydraulic unit means you will have a hydraulic unit, consists of pumps, accumulator and many other things. So maintenance wise, pneumatic is a less maintenance. Why? Pneumatics or air compressor you can release anywhere, no problem. So it is a easy to handle. Electric also, there is no maintenance at all. So once it is given power and it will be working, it is a completely sealed unit, so it will be working perfectly. Hydraulic means more maintenance because oil involvement is there. You have to top up the oil in the reservoir in the hydraulic units. So it is a more maintenance. There will be leakages. You have to handle them very carefully. So signal wise, pneumatic actuators work with a 4 to 20 milliamperes. That is an analog output signal coming from the control system. Maybe it is a controller, a DCS or a PLC. So electric actuators may be operating with a discrete output, that is 24 volts DC, and hydraulic is also 24 volts DC discrete output. So these are all from through the logic. In the PLC or DCS, you will get a command to operate the electric or hydraulic actuators to full open or full close. Thank you.